Hello everyone. Today I am trying to go live off of Facebook and Instagram at the same time. So I'm trying to see if I'm doing this right. I had to get 2 different devices to even begin to start. Although I'm sure it's a much easier way. Hello everyone. Let me know if the binaural beats are too loud before we start. I feel like going live on Instagram is not working today. Let me see. We just have to try it another day because I don't know. I don't know if it's me or if it's the phone, but I cannot figure out how to go live on Instagram. Today we're going to be talking about karmic astrology, and we're going to be pulling cards for each zodiac sign as a message for September. This is going to be the intro to karmic astrology, and the rest of it will be available on my Patreon class. Also, I'm going to make a post in my Patreon for those of you who are already on my Patreon. I want to know if you guys would be interested in me sending you guys some little spell packages so we could do a spell during the full moon or the new moon or any other significant day where there's a planetary alignment in which we could utilize that energy in. And that will be available on the Metaphysical Learning Patreon, maybe sometimes the Astrology Patreon, and definitely the All-in-One Patreon. So y'all will have to let me know too. Hello everyone. I would really appreciate if you guys could share out the live. Let's see if I'm allowed to share today. How is everyone doing? Where are you guys tuning in from? Alright, so no live on Instagram. Not today, because that is not working. Let me go ahead and share this out. Thank you guys so much for joining. I will start in just a second. I just want to share these to some of my groups and get some people in here and give you guys an opportunity too. We're going to be learning about karmic astrology. So if you want to go grab a notebook, if you're serious about learning a little bit about astrology, then definitely go grab your notebook because you're going to need it. Okay? We're going to drop some little spiritual nuggets on y'all. The reason why you should learn about karmic astrology is because everyone comes into this lifetime with karma. So in order for you to know what karma you need to clear, you need to start by knowing your own spirit, your own self. And half of that includes knowing your astrology. Your natal chart is literally the degrees, planetary alignments, and angles to the planets and Chiron and certain astrological placements that really help give you the boost that you need and the learning that you need to get through this matrix, at least this lifetime, you know. And for some of us, we're able to tap in beyond that. Some of us are multidimensional beings and can tap into other realms. And most of those people who can astral travel and tap into other realms, they know a little bit about the astrology now. Let me know if I'm wrong. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let me read the comments real quick and see what y'all saying on here. See who's tuned in. Hello, Princess Nay. Hello, Sarah. I'm gonna do them from the astrological houses. So from Aries to Pisces. So it goes Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo. I messed up. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo. No, Leo, Libra. 7th house. Dang, I messed up. Who rules the 7th house? I did say I was doing elements. First off, K-Love is the only one who actually really knows what's going on, because I forgot. I usually do it by the planetary houses from Aries to Pisces. You are so right, because it takes long for me to go through all the zodiac signs. So that's why I made the different Patreons and stuff, so you guys can get more insight and guidance. Because if you look at it, the all-in-one Patreon is only $20 a month. I have no readings for $20, so everyone on my Patreon is really getting a bonus, because not only do they get extra readings, they also get a lot of spiritual learning, and we create different things too. I show you guys how to use your tools, your magical tools, your oils. I show you guys how to make these things, so that way you can utilize these things to your benefit. Even on a healing aspect, I teach you guys about the ways you can use herbs in your body and the chakras that point to that. So my Patreon is a really good class. There's lots of information on there too. There's like over 100 books on there in there alone. So if you're serious about spiritual learning or even just a healing path, I definitely recommend you join the Patreon. Okay, there we go. We got the Palo Santo going. Let's go. All right, let me go ahead and clear out these cards real quick so we can get things started. Let's see, where the air signs at, okay? Air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. That's the freaking 7th house, Cancer. Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius. I was like, I know, like, I've been studying astrology for a minute, but my mind blanked. I could not say them in order. Oh, I hope y'all know that Mercury Retrograde coming back around the corner too, so y'all get prepared, because the thing about Mercury Retrograde is it tends to trigger things inside of people to where they're not able to use their throat chakra to communicate properly. So they're either dealing with the underactive throat chakra or overactive throat chakra. And for those of you who maybe have a lot of Gemini placements, this could affect you more, because Mercury rules the zodiac sign of Gemini. No, I didn't do anybody. I'm going to do the Karmic astrology little intro, and then we are going to get into the zodiac elements. So, hope y'all got your paper and your pen or your Sharpie, okay? Because we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about Karmic astrology. I got my notes out. So, we're going to talk about the sun sign. Now, the sun sign is typically the sign that people know the most. Your sun sign is wherever your sun is. Just like I'm a Capricorn Aquarius, my sun is lined up right between those two signs, so I'm a cusp. Others of you have a sun in Sagittarius, sun in Leo, sun in Aries, you know. So there's many different chart placements that you can have, and some people don't even have their sun in the first house, so you can have your sun in a different house as well. But the sun sign, one must know and learn who they are and what they stand for. You must be willing to fall for the positive and negative aspects of the self. The self is the sun sign in a way. So let's use Aries for an example. The positive aspect of Aries is going to be someone who's able to take leadership appropriately in their divine masculine energy, whether they're a female or male. They're able to step into that role role as a divine leader and take charge of situations and things and really get the ball rolling. That is a fire sign. Fire sign is all about passion, getting things done, putting the work in as well, especially when it comes to creativity, right? And then you have the negative side or aspect of Aries, which will be over controlling, manipulative, not wanting to share, keeping things to yourself to where it's not benefiting you, being very angry, being very agitated, being very fiery. It's a fire sign. So you want to know the negative and the positive aspects of your sun sign, because knowing that alone will help you to create the balance where you need it. Okay, so this is not denying your strengths either. So not denying the stronger aspects of your sun sign, but knowing and recognizing your weaknesses and allowing your strengths to deal with them. So it's like you're using just that sun energy alone that you have in your natal chart, in your astrology, to create a balance when it's needed, by knowing what triggers you, knowing what is going to cause you to overreact or react in a negative way, but also knowing what attributes contribute to a stronger mental, physical, and emotional standpoint for you, right? And then you have your moon sign. My moon's in Pisces, so if you guys know your moon sign, you can comment that too. If you don't, definitely go look up your astrology chart so that you can learn. I don't know what JD talking about. You're on the cusp of Pisces and Aquarius. There you go. That's a really good combination there too. But you want to know the positive and the negative aspects of both Aquarius and Pisces. The negative aspects of Pisces is that you guys can be very delusional, because Pisces is ruled by the planet Neptune. Neptune is the planet of illusions and delusions. But just as it is that, it is also in which where you are able to see beyond this physical realm, right? So that's closer towards the higher vibrational or the positive aspect of the sign of Pisces, which would be the ability to not only use your emotions to create more empathic abilities, or to strengthen your empathic abilities, but it'll also allow you to use your intuition and emotions to understand certain frequencies and vibrations, right? That would be the positive aspects of Pisces. Now Aquarius, the negative aspects of Aquarius is that it can be very mentally manipulative, right? Because Aquarius is kind of like the genius sign. Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus, which is genius. So you got on a positive aspect of Aquarius, like Albert Einstein, he was a genius, right? But on the negative aspect, you could get a serial killer. Most serial killers actually have a very high IQ, but it's about how they utilize that energy. Did they use it for the positive or for the negative? That's why you want to know your sun sign and the positive and negative aspects of that sign. And you also want to know, like, let's say you have a lot of planetary alignments or a lot of energy in a particular let me get that natal chart. In a particular sign, you want to look at that as well, because that can also give you more information. Like I think I have like 4 or 5 planets just in the sign of Aquarius alone, and my South Node. So I have a lot of energy in Aquarius, hence Aquarius Queen. Okay, so you may have a lot of energy in one particular sign. You want to know the positive and negative aspect of that particular sign as well. So back to the moon sign. The moon sign is all about confronting a different part of your nature. Here, you are learning to react emotionally to all the stimulating forces of life. The moon energy is about experiencing the seasons or changes that flow within. One must manage this to achieve and maintain a clear and accurate reflection of self, not only through one's own eyes, but through the feedback received from others. So that's a problem that we get a lot here too, at least on this side of the Americas, is that we enter this patriarchal society in which does not enable most people to come into tune and to understand their emotions. So that's why as we move into the age of Aquarius, you're seeing more and more people not fully knowing how to express their emotions. So they're interested in trying a lot of different things to figure out what connects them to oneself, what makes one unique. Okay, Aquarius is also the energy of uniqueness, inspirational And I'm not just saying this because I'm an Aquarius. If you go look up the sign Aquarius, these are the words that you're going to see: aloof, unique, individual. It's all about that sense of self. So as we are all in the age of Aquarius, we're all tapping into that ability, trying to figure out what makes us unique, what makes us different, what separates us from other people, you know. And some of us are having trouble doing that. That's why there's a lot of inner conflict and emotional turmoil that most people have, because a lot of people are not willing to face themselves. Because facing yourself means facing the positive and negative aspects of yourself. You got some people who only want to face and show the positive aspect of their self, but not knowing the negative aspect of their self, not knowing that shadow, not doing anything to heal or confront with that shadow does not allow any balance, yin and yang energy. So you have to look at that. You can't just think and show only this positive aspect of yourself, because you'd still be false. It will be a facade. But you don't always have to overexert or over be in the energy of your negative aspect. You don't always have to be that negative aspect. You need to know, you need to master that negative aspect, so that way you can create the balance where it's needed in your personal life and in your chakras. Okay? So the moon, again, is the elevation of consciousness. Through the moon position, it's a very difficult task. This is one of the hardest placements to really express, because it's about achieving emotional harmony. True emotional harmony comes from the recognition that one can't control all outside factors and experiences, but one can find ways to adapt to both challenging situations. So, for example, a tree may bend while it storms. However, its survival depends on its ability to maintain their attachment to the trunk of the tree. What's your trunk of your tree? Your root chakra. Right here at the base of your spine. That's the trunk of your tree. This is what keeps you grounded. This is what keeps you here in this physical reality. And most people here on this earth, well, it's starting to change now, but most people don't make it past the root chakra. Most people are only utilizing the energy of the root chakra because it's a very survival-like type of instinct, and that survival type of instinct kind of puts you in flight or flight mode, and it makes you react in a certain way if it's unbalanced. And if that is unbalanced, you're not going to make it to that solar plexus energy, which is about bringing things into reality, connecting with your sexual side. For females, if you're a male, then your sexuality lies in your root chakra. Females, your sexuality energy is here in your sacral chakra. So if you want to perform a little sex manifestation with your partner, you want to stimulate that root chakra. For the male, for the masculine energy, and for the feminine energy, you want to stimulate the sacral chakra. This is what is going to enable you guys to utilize sex to create manifestations. And if you get past these two and align these two, then you go up to your solar plexus. Your solar plexus is your creativity. It's your ability to express yourself in a unique way and to come up with new ideas that will work out just for you. And then you have the heart chakra, which basically aligns everything else. If you're not pure here in the heart chakra, you ain't gonna, if you fail that test between the feather, if your heart is lighter than a feather, Maya energy, if you're not balanced here in the heart chakra, then you won't have the ability to trust anyone. You won't have the ability to associate yourself to a divine connection. You won't have the ability to fully give and receive love. So if anything, the heart chakra is the most important. Then you got the throat chakra. Most people's throat chakra is closed, again, due to the fact that we're in a patriarchal society. This does not allow us always the opportunity to speak up about what it is that we feel is not beneficial to us. That's why you have a lot of people who are in narcissistic relationships, and it damages their root chakra because they feel as though they're not allowed to speak and express themselves properly. If you lie a lot, your root chakra is going to, your throat chakra is going to be unbalanced too. So it's not just about self-expression, but it's about telling the truth. Okay, then you go up a little bit, and I know y'all can't see this one, but it's your brow chakra. It's your third eye chakra. Your third eye chakra is really what allows you to have intuition, intuitive dreams, intuitive thoughts, a ability to manifest, an ability to maintain a balance and an anchor here, if you're doing any astral traveling, or if you're multi-dimensional, or if you're quantum leaping, this is what enables you to kind of see past the matrix, the brow chakra. Then you go up, you got the crown chakra. The crown chakra is your source to the divine. Most people claim that they're atheists, or they don't actually have a connection to a divine source, simply because what they view as a divine source is not real. So this is how you got to look at it. You know how on TV there used to be like little cartoons that would show you the devil and the angel? So think of it in that way, where there's a lot of negative energies that you cannot see, and that negative energy can kind of trigger you and ripple you and cause you to do negative things or to think in a negative way. That positive energy could be your spiritual guides, your high vibrational ancestors, because you could have lower vibrational ancestors with that devil energy, or who endured some type of traumas. For the instance, if you have indigenous ancestors who dealt with certain traumas, such as when the time that Hitler was around, you got slavery, you have abandonment issues, you have people who grew up in poverty, you have people who were killed. These spirits are not always as easy to ascend depending on how they died, right? So you can have lower vibrational ancestors. So it's important, if you do any ancestral work, today's the ancestral holiday, by the way, if you do any ancestral work, you call upon your higher vibrational ancestors, because they're the one who's going to benefit you. If you call upon any and all ancestors, then you can awaken or allow yourself to physically or spiritually be involved with karmic ties throughout your generation due to what your negative ancestors have done, or your ancestors who are still in a lower vibration have done or have been through. You don't want to connect yourself to that unless you're doing the healing work for your lineage, which you want to talk to your higher vibrational ancestors before that. Then you also have what I believe is more connected to the crown chakra and the higher crown chakra, and that goes along with divine communication to Orisha, communication to archangels, communication to just divine energy, divine connection, divine source, Kuan Yin energy, okay? And then that is what really enables most of you to awaken any type of spiritual abilities that you have, that crown chakra and that brow chakra. And then when you get past that, you got, you keep going higher and higher. There's a higher crown, there's a higher heart. There's more than just 7 chakras, right? So again, when we go back to that root chakra, the root chakra is what grounds us and keeps us out of lower vibrational energy when it's balanced. Through the moon side, we learn how to adapt to certain changes in this world. So that's the thing, you have to learn to adapt, because the thing is, soon as any of y'all get tested, soon as y'all feel as though that things are not going in the way that you think is beneficial, you start to put yourself in a lower vibrational frequency, and it's like you kind of lack faith in a way. You have to have a certain faith, or have an inquiry, or have the ability to inquire about what you need to change to manifest more positive things in your life. If you're really having trouble, if you need roads open, if you're really blocked, you need to go seek answers to find out why, because if you don't, then you're going to remain unbalanced and unable to manifest. You see, is what it is. The moon is also the storehouse of habits learned for survival. The balance between the emotions. It's also kind of a sense of being which enables an individual to experience a single directed objective in life, right? The sense of being open to the individual, to an awareness of the essential ideas which structure the direction and the objective. So it's not only you aligning yourself with whatever your higher purpose is by knowing what would be beneficial to you, by knowing yourself, knowing your natal chart, knowing your positive and negative aspects, but that's really the key right there. That's the key to ascension. I just dropped it down for y'all. Like, that's, if you can grasp that concept there, then you're on your way to higher vibrations, and you'll be ready to adapt to the changes and the shifts that happen, because 2022 gonna be ridiculous. I'm just telling y'all now, especially when Pluto starts making its transits, it's just is gonna be what it is. And Pluto, I believe, is gonna be in Capricorn. So with Pluto in Capricorn, Pluto is the planet of a destroyer, rebirth, sex, and kind of those type of things, the subconscious mind. So there's gonna be a lot that happens next year. It also has to do with kidnappings. The crime rate may go up next year due to this Pluto transit, but it's all happening for a reason. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the elements. We're gonna do September 2021 for all the elements. So comment your element. We gonna see who's here. If you're an air sign, that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You're a fire sign, it's Aries, Leo, Scorpio. If you're an earth sign, that's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And if you're a water sign, that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And that was the intro. So if y'all on my Patreon, get ready, because we gonna go deep in it, okay? We're gonna be talking about the card of fortune, all that. I'm gonna really give y'all the keys to the spiritual streets. Okay, so we got water signs. Water signs, Aquarius, you got earth signs. So let's go ahead, let's do water signs first, since a couple of y'all. So what do we have for water signs? Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. September 2021 for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water signs. What messages do we have? If you guys, this is just going to be a general reading. So if you want a private reading, definitely go to my website to book one, because this may not resonate with every Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, simply because it's a general reading. All right, here we go. One more. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, already you got the Eight of Swords. So this tells us that there's a lot going on in your head. You seem to be trapped or stuck in your mind about something when it comes to the month of September. And you have to understand that a lot of what's going on is because you're needing to see through some sort of illusion. Remember, we talked about Neptune, the planet of illusions. Well, Neptune is currently in retrograde. And if you have a Neptune in Cancer or a Neptune in Pisces especially, this can definitely contribute to the sense of you not being able to grasp fully what your emotional standpoint is. Okay? So there's a need for you to remind yourself that things are not as clear as what you need them to be right now. You can, through the month of September, you're not going to be able to see things as clear. So don't react in a petty manner, because you may not know the full situation of why somebody did what they did or why they said what they said, especially when Mercury goes into retrograde, which affects communication. Oh, excuse me. So you guys need to really be aware of your own energy and how it could be impacting others, or how others' energy could be impacting you. Because Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you guys are very intuitive signs or empathic signs. So you don't want to be around too many people who are angry or frustrated or in a lower vibration, because you're going to pick up on that and take it home and be confused. All right, so let's see here. Where the earth signs at? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, earth signs. What messages do we have? September 2021 for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Y'all need to be wearing black obsidian, okay? Because black obsidian, first off, is a Capricorn stone. Black obsidian and black tourmaline. So y'all need to be wearing y'all own stones, first off. I feel like there's just a lot of people projecting onto you, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and you need to become aware of that. Because you're changing your financial situation, and not everybody is gonna like that. And I feel like it's a lot that's gonna be unspoken for y'all, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I feel like y'all gonna be sensing some type of beef or some animosity from another person. But just like I told the last times, remember, Mercury's going in a retrograde. Things may not always be as they seem. But listen to those intuitive nudges and wear your black tourmaline. The card y'all got is the Fool in reverse. So with the Fool card in reverse, this tells us that you're going to be less likely to take a chance at doing something different, but that might be to your benefit. Let me see, because it might not be the right choice for you. Because I feel like Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, for the most part, y'all are very logical and practical, so y'all know when to move or when to make moves. See, something about this move or something about a certain transition or business plan or idea, or something comes along in September and you're like, I don't know if this is right for me. I don't know if I want to do this. Clarify this Fool card for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Why is the Fool card here? There it is. Ace of Cups. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. This is why I need y'all to pay attention to, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, because here's the thing. Y'all don't always like to take certain risks in which you cannot calculate and see for if it's a 75% chance of working. Y'all be calculating too realistically sometimes, and you calculating your steps and moves so realistically is not enabling certain things to open up for you. You got to understand that in the age of Aquarius, we're dealing with the energy of Uranus, which is the unexpected. So in September, if something unexpected comes along, a new chance, a new opportunity for you to be, move, do something, you need to pay attention to it and really sit and get you some guidance. Don't just say no off bat, because there's something about this opportunity in which could bring you some sort of success. You got the Six of Wands here, and you got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups talking about a new opportunity. So I feel like some of you guys may judge a situation too quickly. So I want you to really think and sit down and take some clarity. Do a clarity meditation. Do some crystal meditation. Do something, work with your ancestors. Do something to ask for a sign in which is going to enable you to really sense your way through this about if you should be taking this new opportunity or not. Because I feel like you should, but I feel like you're going to judge it too quickly and feel like it's not right for you. All right, so let's see. We did earth signs, we did water signs. They be hating. I know, Amber. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, people always low-key hating on y'all. That's the thing. I know this Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, a lot of y'all get low-key haters. Like somebody really saying be your friend and say this and that, and the whole time they be talking about you because they can't manifest like how you do. So they mad and they don't want to speak on it. That's what be going on. They don't want to speak on it. They don't know how you got to where you at. They can't reach you where you at. They can't compete where they don't compare. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I feel like some of y'all really don't know the power or the energy of which y'all hold. If y'all on that positive aspect, y'all are literally at the energy, vibration, and frequency of Mother Earth. Y'all Earth sign. So as long as you connect with the Earth, working with your crystals, grounding, going outside and really utilizing that energy, your material standpoint should be amazing. It should be amazing. Might be a little challenging right now because you got your ruling planet Saturn in retrograde, but for the most part, y'all got the ability to manifest like no other, for real. 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The Hierophant is divine energy, divine timing. So y'all know just around the corner, it's the whole bankroll gonna open up to you. It's doors of abundance gonna open up to you. Y'all get a lot of success on a long-term vision because y'all know how to make it there. All right, let's do air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Whew. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm telling y'all, whatever y'all got going on in September is taking y'all to new levels, but new levels come with new devils. So make sure you got your black tourmaline, because it's going to be people who don't like what you're doing because you're doing it. That's it. They just don't like that you're doing it. They wish they could do it. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, September 2021. No, Mercury goes into retrograde every 3 to 4 months. So yeah, it's one of the planets that does retrograde frequently. It retrogrades more frequently than the other planets, so it could seem like that. What messages do we have for Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, 2021, September? All right, y'all had 3 cards pop out, so I'm 4. Y'all got y'all own card. Okay, so first of all, we starting off with this 10 of Wands. So this tells me that as you leave this month of August, you're also needing to leave something behind. You're needed to leave some type of stress behind. You needed to especially pay close attention to your lower body, your nerves, your legs, your feet, your thighs, because there's significance on you putting a strain on your body or on your mental, physical, or emotional health, because you're seeing things as too challenging, if that makes sense. Like, you're looking more at the challenge than the way out. Okay, but I see this is just the energy it looks like at the end of this month. Okay, because next you go into this hangman mode where you start to do some alignment. You start to redirect your energy and focus towards rebalancing your own energy so that you can collect the data and information you need to proceed. Then you got the Aquarius card. You got the Star card. So this Star card is going to enable you to really nurture something, really see something into fruition, really see whatever it is you've been manifesting maybe the last couple of months come true. Even it could be something that you've been working on since last year too, that is fully coming into a manifestation. You're starting to see a vision of something very clearly with this Star card energy. There could be some crown chakra activation here as well. Then you have the King of Cups, which talks about mastering the ability to balance yourself emotionally. This is emotional maturity. So this is something you're going to have to remember for the month of September. Are you emotionally investing into mature things? Or are you emotionally letting yourself become controlled by your own self-thoughts or limiting beliefs or things that are kind of weighing you down or causing you stress? Where is your mental clarity? Where is your mental focus? That is where you need to be paying attention to, because there's a need for you to understand that as well as where you are mentally. Okay, get your head right. Get your head right. That's what we're doing. Let's see. All right, here we go. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 2021, September 2021 for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They said grab a different deck. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Y'all, I feel like this is gonna be juicy. I feel like y'all reading is about to be real juicy. We're gonna see what's going on with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ooh, you got Chiron and Aries too. So some of you guys, especially if you are an Aries, or even just a fire sign in general, or you have a strong Aries placement like Mars in Aries, Sun in Aries, Rising in Aries. even 12th house in Aries. You could be looking at the way in which you see your masculine side, your masculine energy, which is your ability to bring about action. You know, your feminine energy is more about nurturing, intuition, bringing things into this physical realm. But your masculine energy is what really gets the ball rolling and takes action so that you can complete certain things. It's that physical aspect, whereas your feminine energy is that emotional and intuitional aspect. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So a lot of you guys could be thinking about that divine masculine or that parental figure that's in your life or your children's life. With that Chiron in there, especially if you have your Chiron placement in Aries. Alright, what messages do we have for Aries? September 2021. I'm gonna get y'all 3 cards. Like I said, I got a real good feeling that this is going to be juicy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There we go. Whew. So you got 1 to 3 months. So this is definitely pointing out September, October, November. Something between these months. And you dealing with a person in your love life because you got real twin flame. So for some of you, this is the scenario I'm getting. Someone comes about during the next 1 to 3 months in which really kind of takes you on some type of journey. It's like maybe some of you guys haven't been as relationship based, or you could even be in a relationship and you weren't looking or seeking a new partner, but there's someone coming into your life on a romantic aspect that may be a test, but it also could be your real twin flame because you got the real twin flame card. So the thing is, you may be having to decide or choose between 2 different people within the next 3 months. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You got the word manipulation as well, so that's something that you need to be paying attention to, making sure that you're not manipulating the situation or that you're not the one being manipulated, okay? Because this could easily be that energy reverse, whereas you could be dating somebody and that person meets their real twin flame and feel a spiritual connection with them, and they like about to leave you. You never know how things go with this Uranus in retrograde. Uranus and Taurus at that. Taurus is the heart chakra. Taurus rules the 2nd house, what you value. So what you value as far as relationships, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, is really being put at a question here. It's really being put at the forefront here. And you need to seek and make sure you understand your situation and make sure there's no manipulation. Then you have try not to worry. We bring helpful people into your life. So again, this feels like another message in which someone is coming into your life. And it could bring about changes. But it could also bring about manipulation depending on your personal situation. Like I said, this is a general reading. It's not a private reading, so it won't resonate for everyone. If you would like a private reading that resonates with you, definitely check out my website. So I thank you guys for joining me today. And for those of you who just tuned in, I suggest you replay this. Go and watch it. I'm going to post it on my YouTube because we broke down a lot of information about karmic astrology and which could benefit you by knowing. And for those of you who are on my Patreon, y'all get ready because we about to go deep into that karmic astrology so that we can learn how to integrate and clear out our karma, entering into our part of fortune, which is where we get the most luck, growth, and expansion in our lives, depending on where that is in your natal chart. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing night.